Yeah.
Hope. So still today we are going to continue our Java multithreading, right?
Right.
And here today objective as we discussing what kind of a possible state of a thread, right? State means whenever we are saying, hey, uh, like main thread say, hey thread, this is the thread, right? Thread and equal to new thread, right? And
Right.
here say thread dot start. Okay, so what kind of a possible from start, what the things going on internally happen, what these threads are person are going to do, what the possible state, what the possible activities they are going to do, right?
Right.
As per the basic assumptions, whatever the method, whatever the code you given, they are going to run, right? Whatever the methods I pass here as the code you want to run as a separate thread, the basic responsibility this threads is going to complete, right? So let us this is my one task, okay, task one, and hey threads, go complete this task, right?
Right.
Right. This is the task, and here I'm saying, hey, this is my task one, let's do. So these threads are surely this is the main primary objective doing this work, okay. So this task look like a very simple task. Sometime might be this task take a time. This task some required waiting period. This task required some microservice call. This task required to execute database. This task required to get input from the customer, right? This task can be anything, right? Depend upon the what task you want. So one possible scenario, it's completed quickly without any kind of interference, right? Without any kind of problem. What happened this task or this thread going to sleep, are going to wait, are going to interrupt it? Lots of possible cases, right? So whenever in the real life any employee or any worker going to for work, so lots of situation, lots of cases they have to taken care. Similarly, here, whenever you starting any thread, we have to check the what possible, what are the possible state, okay, state of a thread, okay. So let us, whenever I am going to start, so is it surely always they are going to start this method, or maybe it will take some time? What are the chances? So as let's say here as out assembly main started, main started, main completed. Look like this is a this my task is very simple task, a simple work. They simply complete, there is no any kind of problem, there is no kind of slippage, no kind of waiting, right? Properly done,
Right.
no any problem. But real
Right.
time, this task is not very simple, right? This is my any business logic, any customer requirement, any request customer want to serve, right? Maybe some
Right.
a customer send one request, hey, I want to get my bank account statements last 5 years, right? Surely that will take a larger time to process, right?
Yeah.
Might be generally banking system, your transactions are generally managed by 6 months or yearly in one particular database server. Maybe you are demanding 5 year. maybe different database server they have to communicate and figure out the transactions. Might be they have to some waiting. So here the multiple case, multiple scenario can be happen, right? So let's
Right.
understand whenever those scenario happen, what thread doing at that time. So let's hear thread say, hey, I want to ask username, right? So here say I like maybe type your username is scanner class or console class, anything, right? So might we take some delay time, might we sleep something, right? So at this time, our thread what will do? Because threads is the just one person are facilitating to do this work, right? So here, understand again, revise the basic concept. Our thread is just like a person. This is a thread, and
Right.
whatever this line here written, line one, line two, whatever the line here written, they are going to execute by sequence by sequence. This code is executed by who? Our OS, our CPU, right? Might be up, maybe this will take some slippage time, or it will maybe some wait, right? So might be this thread while executing this line, it will take a 2 minute. This take 5 minutes. This take something, right? So for a simulation, let's key I just write one sleep method, right? So here say thread dot sleep, right? And say let's key duration of this will take a 2 second time, right? Might be this sleep method throw exceptions, so we have to add to the signature, right? Or handle try catch, whatever visual, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
this now if this method throw exception, that means this where someone handle try catch. If you're not handling, that means we have to again say this method handle exception. We have options. So let's throw. Okay. So good option. Let's do here to handle try catch. Okay. So here say just write this code in a particular method. Let's say static void sleep. Okay. Sleep. It will take long time. Okay. And this is here we can add the try catch. Okay. This is another way, right? More action and say this is the try catch, right? So whatever the time you can pass here. So might be just I'm trying to simulate the situation. Okay. So here say, hey, I'm this line will take a sleep of maybe 2 seconds, and this line will might be take a 1 second. This line will maybe 3 seconds. Okay, and finally done. Okay, whatever, right? So whenever you run at this time, this our task going to the bigger in the real scenario. So question is that at that time you started the what main thread doing and what our my thread doing. We have to think. We have to understand. So here we have to know what the possible. No, here's something waiting. So while waiting, some 1 second, some 2 seconds, some 3 seconds, some 4 seconds, right? And after that, say, hey, now it's finally finished, right? So let's look what the possible state for a thread can be. So for, whenever you say, hey, thread dot start, here our main threads are going to request, main threads going to request our scheduler. This is the terminology I'm going to use the maybe JVM scheduler, because here I'm starting only one. Might be I can start 10, might be I can start 100 thread, right? So there is one scheduler, Java Virtual Machine scheduler, and scheduler check. Okay, someone want to start one thread. So JVM say, okay, I am going to request operating system. Hey, operating systems, our program want to use your CPU in separate thread. So can you create one operating system? Because thread is the feature of your operating system. Okay, because anything you are going to execute that required your operating system, right? To execute CPU required, processing unit required. So here JVM say, hey, can you give me the one thread? I am going to request some line of code. So CPU if depend upon the available, maybe he's busy somewhere, or may doing something, so maybe quickly reply, or maybe little bit late, but surely they reply. So in this, whenever say start method, sometime you notice this start method will take time to start, because might be OS scheduler have a busy to doing some another work, at that time he is going to delay. So here state, whenever you say thread dot start, the thread first life cycle is the ready to run. What is the ready to run? Means ki whenever here say thread dot start, means ki now your thread object is going to ready to run. But surely it is not always run. Might be depend upon your scheduler, depend upon your operating system's availability, they are going to run. Okay, the next state would be running state. Running means ki whatever the written in the task one, they are going to execute. And possible case would be while running, maybe here someone want to sleep, or someone want to wait, or someone just blocked. So at this time, our thread are not holding this operating system resources. They are going for the waiting period. Now they are going to the wait some couple of times. Whenever customer response object, hey, now I done, your objective done, then again come back. Okay, come back for ready to run. And now again getting the scheduler availability. Scheduler available, then going to again run. Uh, Once run means whatever written in the task one method, if all lines are completed, by default this thread going to stop or dead, going to stop or dead. Notice, once one threads are stop or dead, we cannot again say go start. Notice the last first example say ki whenever one thread is started, you cannot again say thread dot start, because one threads
Correct.
one threads are doing only one. So this is the life cycle, means ki once you say thread dot start, their first stage going ready to run. Second state possible going to the running stage, because this required the scheduling of the OS scheduler request. Once you are getting the data, they are going to running. Good case, possible case, whatever the threads have a task like running 4 line of code, 4 line completed properly, then quickly going to thread stop. But might be case our this take hundred of line, and sometime it will go waiting. So simultaneously, OS, this operating system, not allow to one thread use my CPU for couple of minutes, right? So some period of time say, hey, you go wait, or for block, or just waiting for some time. So these are the possible state. One is the ready to run, one is the running state, another is might be blocked or timed waiting. And once blocked or time waiting done, you are going to again ready to run. Again, you are going to request, hey, OS scheduler, please give me please allow we can use the operating systems. He, agar operating system allow, you are going to again the running state. In running
Right.
state, which your code is running. So possible state would be first ready to run, third, second is the running, third is maybe timed waiting or object waiting, or might be resources waiting. Notice yesterday we are look the one concept about the synchronizations. Key particular code is executed by only one thread, right?
Uh,
So what happen if this thread are going to access a particular object, and that object are currently used by another threads, and that is the synchronized. So these threads are waiting until another thread cannot complete. So if this thread is waiting, then operating system say, hey, you are not doing anything, just leave the CPU and just go for another state, just time to wait. Wait until some resources are not free or someone not notify you, right?
Right.
So in this case, our running state are changed from running to waiting stage, right? So
Right.
sometime we observe our threads are in the time waiting state, or lock state, or sleeping, multiple case. So in those scenario, our operating system request to the running thread, hey thread, just leave the CPU. Don't use CPU because you are not doing anything. Just we are waiting. Just go wait for a different place, right? And just release this resources CPU so that another thread can get a chance to run, right?
Right.
So these are the you can say possible state of threads, right? One, whenever you say thread dot start, they are going to state ready to run state, right? And whenever your CPU operating system schedule them, and then you are going to the running stage, right? Whenever running, all the code, whatever you have to run, if properly completed, they are going to execute. Means ki thread is completed properly. There is no any chance, right?
Right.
But might be case while running threads, your thread going to non-runnable state. Means there is some state where thread is not doing anything, just waiting. A possible scenario, maybe I just invoke the sleep method. They are they are moving state from running to not runnable state because here the sleep means don't do anything, right? So
Right.
why you are just occupy operating systems resources, right? Just go to the non. So possible case maybe sleep method or maybe wait method or maybe study notice we are using the join method. Join method means our main thread is waiting to complete the other thread, right? The waiting
Right.
means why are you using the occupy the resources? Just go to the non-runnable state, right? Or sometimes this word known as a blocking stage and non-blocking stage, right? So possible scenario maybe is nanosecond or park util. These are the some method. If your call by this thread code, then this is the known as a timed waiting because your thread is waiting for a particular time, right? And uh, once times is completed, they are again going to run to ready state. So this is the one possible scenario where our threads are going to leave running status to the non-runnable stage with the possible these methods. Means that is known as a
Right.
time waiting stage. Once time completed, let's say 2 seconds, yeah, 5 seconds, whatever times you. Once time completed, they are leave the non-runnable state to again go to the ready to run stage. And this is the one case. Might be another scenario. Our threads are just waiting. Like I started discuss. This is the one critical resources that is a synchronized methods we call. That means at a time only one thread can access. If one thread already enter here, that means you have to wait until this is not released. Okay, so
Right.
this is known as a wait or join or park. These are the method. If you know, that means your thread again going to waiting stage. And they are waiting until someone not notify you. Hey, I have released my work. I have done my work. Once one thread done, then inform. Hey, I am done. And you can go and use. So here, someone going to notify and notify all function invoke, right? If some notification get, then this thread from non-runnable stage leave and go to again where go to ready to run state. From ready to
Okay.
run, depend upon the scheduler availability, they are going to stay running. And once after running, might be they completed the job, or again, might again possible they go again back non-running state, right? And
I see.
what scenario
It
maybe
depends on what you write, like dot stop or wait, or join.
and might be another case where you can use the synchronized method, right? Any synchronized
Sequence.
object, right?
Yeah.
So these are possible whenever you use the synchronized method call or wait method call or sleep method call. In this case, our thread can leave our running state to the not runnable state, right? Non-runnable state. So this is
Right.
the internal of this threading. And if all are done, all possibly done, then thread go to dead. Once thread terminated, we cannot again say start again. No, there is no life cycle. Currently, our thread is designed once one thread completed and thread is terminated or dead, are stopped, we cannot resume them. We cannot restart it them. The main theory,
Right.
main the logic is that why? Because our intention, whenever say I'm one thread is starting, I'm doing hey thread, you can do task one. At task one, you return a for logic. If four tasks done, that means the purpose of thread is completed, right? There is no say
Right.
कि again do. Why? If you want to again do, if I again say again start here, again start, compiler say compiler have not any error. But whenever running and at this here's a thread is started, and again you are trying to same thread is started. Already one thread is in a running state. Already this threads in a running stage. Then how you can say again start, right? So
Right.
runtime we're getting exception. If you run code, we're getting runtime exception. Hey, illegal state exception. Notice here state exception means ki already might be your one thread task one is in the running state, right? They are running something or time waiting state, and you are trying to say, hey, go again and start. This is not a possible case, right? But sometime our requirement no, I want this task is done by two time, maybe task 1 and task 2. The good option you can go and start another thread object, right? Not this same name, the thread 1. And here thread 1 say, and here it's compiler okay. Means here you are trying to say I'm going to create two person to one person work on task 1, another person also going to work on the same task, right? So this is the case possible. Means here you are not starting just one thread, you are starting the two threads, thread 1 and thread 2. Both are follow the same thread life cycle. So what are the possible thread life cycle? One thread, whenever say start, here going to the ready to run state, ready to run state. And from
Right.
here to the set operating system scheduler, they are going to the running state. And all successful done, they are going to the dead state, yeah, terminated state, right?
Right.
Possible case, our this state running can be leave if you invoke the join method, wait method, or any synchronize block, right? So they are going to leave the running state to the non running runnable state. Here they are waiting for the lock, waiting for the resources, waiting for the times. Once these times are lock completed, they again go back to the ready to run state. And again, depend upon the scheduling, they are going to take a chance and run on the CPU. So these are the life cycle until threads are whatever the run litany, until this thread is not completed, they are using the CPU. If they are waiting, then moving to the non-runnable stage. Once waiting done, again go to the ready to run, and again due to the scheduling, again get a CPU chance, again run. Once done, then say thread is terminated, yeah, completed.
Right.
So this is the internals of your thread life cycle. Okay, just we should aware, right?
Right.
That's clear. Ki what is the thread life cycle? Means
Yeah.
whenever you say thread start, they are might be suddenly they're not going to running it because here you getting the CPU, you need to take permission from operating system, right? And operating system have a some scheduling. Until they are not scheduling you, hey, let's you go use. Then until that, your Java virtual machine is the keep your thread in the run to ready state, just ready for running, right? Already you
Yeah.
started, and after that they are going to hear. Once scheduler allow us, hey threads, hey JVM, go and execute your code on my CPU. At that time, your thread move to the running state.
Right.
And possible cases might be this non-runnable stage as well as. So this is the extra steps we have to take in care, right?
Right.
Many times our thread going to leave this uh, running state to the non-runnable state due to the multiple reason we discussed, like a sleep method, like a wait method, like a synchronized method, right? Good. So
Yeah.
here notice, yeah, you use the sleep method, right? So due to that, always our thread leave the CP process cycle and go to the waiting. Once time's completed, again go to the scheduler. Hey, my time is over. Can you give me chance? I want to execute the task number 2. Once task 2 executed, again go to the sleep. Again go to the non-runnable stage. And once time is over, again going to the ready to run and say, hey operating system, hey scheduler, give me a chance. I have to another work to do. So scheduler give a chance and you completed this task. Again you are going to the sleep. So again they are leaving the running state and go to the non-runnable. Here once sleep is over, again go to the ready to run and ask, hey operating system, hey scheduler, give me a chance. Still I have some work to do, right? And once this work done, time is over and there is no any work. That means this thread going to terminate it, right?
Yeah.
So this life cycle is depend upon the what kind of a code you written your thread. Means ki whenever you are starting thread, what kind of work, what kind of task you are assigning to your threads, right?
Hmm. It depends on what the business logic. So you can wait, you can sleep, like a cook, you can
Right.
use the sleep. Yeah.
So yes, you are right.
So it will work accordingly.
Accordingly, this life cycle status work, right?
Hmm.
So these are the possible internal of threading, right? Because your operating system, your code finally run by here your operating system, right? CPU.
Right.
And this is the operating system is very intelligent. They are only allowed to use my CPU if you have some work, right? If you
Right.
don't work, just you are waiting. Why you are using my CPU? Just operating system say, hey, I am going to release, requesting leave the our CPU uses, right? Because you are not doing anything. So due to that, they are designed you are going to another state that is a non-renewable state. OS say ki whenever you have a work, again come back to me. I'll allow you, right?
Hmm.
This is the way you can say uh, optimum utilization of your CPU. It's good.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, great. And this state are you can say you can also sometime check like this is one method like thread dot uh, join is alive get state. What is the state? Okay, the one method you can figure out the state. What the possible state of thread can be, right? This is the state this, and this is the one is the new state, another is the runnable state, another is the blocked, or waiting, or time waiting, or terminated, right?
Right.
So these are the possible state defined inside the thread class itself, right? So whenever say thread dot start, that means just in a new state, means they are not going to. Whenever say runnable means now it's a running. Blocked means just wait. Someone are waiting for a particular log, particular resources, particular person, right?
Right.
And that something waiting for the timed waiting. Means ki I am waiting for not here waiting for the just until someone not notify. Sometime we have a time method with the some specific timeout, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4. So this is known as a timed waiting. Waiting also have a two kind of stage. One is the waiting, one is the timed waiting. This is the blocked. Blocked means our synchronized method, synchronized object means this is the one resources. And if one threads are already accessing, reading here, right, doing something, and another thread try to access. So each object have a lock status. So they are not allowing key. You can go enter and do your processing, right? So here thread is waiting. That is known as a thread is blocked. Blocked until this resources is not free by the existing another threads, right? So these are your possible state, and you can even check out the documentation Java are good option. You can just check the Java API. Already have a thread have a one state. So till now I have missed to you to explain. Notice here, this is the public enum, right? Here, this is not a class. This is not an interface, right? So what is this? This is the Java have a one more concept like a enum concept. Enum means just you declare the constant variable.
Right.
Like here we have a constant. Like here like we have a say uh, like generally say final or integer. Let's uh, day maybe okay day. So day maybe 0 or 1, whatever the day count, right? So here this is the one constant. But this is very basic guidelines. Ki whenever you are declaring any variable, that is the constant. Constant means you cannot modify the value. Again, you cannot say day equal to 3, right? Because this is the final variable. Java constant is not we can use the constant keyword, but use the final keyword, right?
Right.
Final means variable cannot be reinitialized. Okay. So similarly, fashion, there is one more concept like a if let's give we have a like here say maybe like instead of here like string, okay, and string let's Monday, okay, one variable you can declare, right? Monday. Okay. Similarly, might be okay, you have to declare the 7 day, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and here say like Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. In this way, you can declare multiple constant name. There is no any problem, right? And Sunday, Sunday. So look like it's there is no problem. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Web, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so there is a no any problem. But Java say ki all these are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. They are related to the particular day of week, right? So why not you can give the logically one name instead of the 7 constant, right? So here say
Right.
it's you can do 4 7 variable. So it is possible you can reach this declare only one common variable like maybe days of the week, days of week, right? So here it would be there and where we can declare all these 7 variables because they are related to the week, right?
Right.
In this case, whenever you are declaring multiple constant variable or final variable and they are related to the each other, you can give one unique name as well as so that easily someone can be figure out, oh, these are the week of the day, right? So instead of writing this, Java say there is no harm. You can do, but why you cannot do like this way? Just say enum and week, right? Right, week of day. And here you can just declare like this way. Okay?
Is it final? You know?
Yes, I'm just trying to say yes.
Mm.
So this is the just different way to declare multiple. Even there is now there is no need to do, right? So by default, whatever declare inside the enum, by default this is the final variable, right? So this is the
Right.
simple way you can declare final variable, right? And
Right.
it's good. I thought this is the simply like here. So notice here, state. State is the used by as a Java
No,
language
but
in.
you wrote in Enum, you wrote a variable name, but you did not mention the value.
You can mention here the value here. Say let's here the here you can give the value, right?
Okay, okay. Oh,
You are
you can
interested,
do.
and if you are interested, you can give value. Or by default, this is the go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number, right? If
Mm,
so, let's say, hey, I'm giving you both options. So here say let's keep s out, and this is my enum dot, and you can access the Monday. And if you print here, by default this is like the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 number. Okay, notice by default this is a Monday. If you want to get the particular value, really want to give this a specific value, you can also give, right? So this is the default way. Generally, constant means this is the constant. Monday is the Monday. Tuesday. Why you are declaring Monday, Monday two time, right? Logically not make
mm,
sense, right?
right,
Why is it Monday again Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday? But instead of directly say this way, this is the best way than this way, right?
right.
Here says Sunday again Sunday. Why you are going to Sunday, Sunday two time, right? Because it's like I am to this is the rule of the variable. You have to give your data types, variable name, and the value. Due to the additional things by default we get, this is the enum. Enum say just give me the this is the constant variable of the 7. At the end, all are related to the week. So give the logical name. So is it clear? So sometime in our application, we have to declare some related constant variable. The good option we have to is the enum. Enum is the Java object. Here say like day of week and dot Tuesday, and you can assign in the variable. So this is the complete one Java object. Okay. So here say,
Right.
and generally class this should be like a small letter week. Okay, this is the week. Okay, so these are generally your all of the capital letter by default convention, and now this is the object, and here you have like this is the Tuesday your Java object look like. Okay, and here you can do kind of if condition, else condition, some other method as well as, and if you can say what is the name of this, right?
Right.
Multiple of there are some out. Okay. So here you can say, hey object, give me your name. So you can give me the name or some if condition, where condition you can get, right? So multiple you have also like dot equals head code ordinal. That is the position 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 number. By default, you want to look like this is the internal 0, 1, 2, 3 here, right? So this is the way one function ordinal. This function is provided by enum. Notice here one. Notice here. So let I'm just start this, stop this thread. So one way, even you can print all the value here. You can say, hey, enum dot values. Values is a method. They return all the things. And dot you can say stream, right? Okay, stream, and for each stream dot for each, and here say what whatever this you can say tool is that is stream and dot for each, and whatever the day we have here say day question mark and s out printed, and here say d dot again say name uh, plus d dot ordinal name, and whatever things you can do. So one shot you can do all the things, right? So this is the way we can do stream AP, because these are multiple value, they are automatic constant. So notice here the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right.
And sometime no, I want not 0, 1, 2, 3. Some give the shortcut name, right? So even you can declare this way, and another way like here you say week new, and here you can assign, let's say short form only, okay, month, okay, 3 letter, right?
Right.
Month. And here say like Tuesday, okay, 3 letter only. You can do also here like a went, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, hmm, Sunday. So notice here compiler is not happy. Compiler is giving compiler because this is the object. That means here look like you are calling the constructor, right? You have to define one constructor here. Here say week and constructor take a string, right? String S.
Right.
Here you have to do this way. And whatever here say string short name, okay? Short name. And here say short name equal to S. So in this way, so whenever you are going to put any additional value with this, that means look like, please consider in enum each and everything Java object. This is the object of this class. This is the look like class, and this is the object by the predefined created object. Here, enum nothing, just this is one look like class, and here you can create the object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4. You created 7 object. And while creating object, you pass some value. That means this is a constructor. So here, due to that, we have to write the constructor, right?
Right.
Okay. And what is this error? Okay, I am missing here the last thing. Okay. In this way, sometime in enum you want to give a specific value, and similarly you can here do the same thing. Like here is stream and print all the value, right? Here you
Right.
can say week 1, right? This is the week n, okay. So week when value and print on the value, and notice in this time we are getting the value of like a not 0, 1, 2, 3, Monday, Tuesday, okay. Where's the value? Okay, let me check. By default, one more method I have to call. This one plus d dot what the sort name, right? Now we get a sort name, right? What is the sort name? Because this have a additional method, right? Sort name. So we can call the sort name. So now notice they are the sort name actually, right? So this is the enum is the sometime very useful when we have a more than one related constant you want to create. So we can use enum. Enum is the by default thread safe object. This is the object. This object is a thread safe because once you created, you cannot modify this object, because once created, anyone not going to change this value, right? Monday is only one Monday, right? So
Right.
generally, enum kind of Java object, but that are uh, immutable object. Yesterday we discussed mutable and immutable object, because here there is no setter getter method to change the value, right? Once created, then once created, right?
Right.
So these are the, you can say, thread safe object. The sometime uh, uh, we are saying different terminology we use just for clear. Sometime I'm say uh, thread safe object. Thread safe object. That means we are talking immutable object. Okay? Immutable object. Sometimes thread safe object or immutable object, both are the similar thing. Okay. So here say all the enum object are the thread safe object. That means this object you can freely use in the multi-threaded environment. There is no any harm, right? So it is clear what
Yeah.
is enum. Enum is the by default thread safe object. All the object of enum is the thread safe object. So that means whenever in a multi-threading environment, you want to use some constant variable and that's are more than one and that's are related to each other, we can give the logical name. And that is the help us Java is the enum. This enum concept is available in the C language, C++ language, any other language as well, right? This is not the new feature of the Java, right? But these are the very helpful. Many applications while developing application, many times we are using this. A good example in the case of here, here like Java itself maintain all the thread state using this state class, right? So here not state creator public enum, and they have a just this comma, this comma, this comma, this comma, this, right? These are the, and notice this is Java doc. So this is not condition. If you just I copy this, this is the Java doc. This is the final your enum, right? And let's see here. So here you can say just notice here is these are the Java documents. Notice here, commented code right here. So this is the Java doc. This is the commented code. So this is the not, but here you can. This is a possible your state.
Correct.
Java doc written as a commented line, so that the compiler not going to the compiled code, right?
Right.
For your purpose, someone can easily understand. So this is the way you can say your enum state, right? State. Okay. So this is the way you can create enum here.
And this is an
And even
object.
one liner
Mhm.
or multiple liner, there is no problem, right? You can write. Okay.
And this is an
So
object.
all are this object, Java objects. So
Mm.
these are the possible thread state. First is the new state, another is the running stage, log, waiting, time waiting are terminated. How we know? Because this is the one method get state. They give us. So today also we learn what is the Java thread life cycle, and Java internally use the maintaining those state use the enum concept. Enum is nothing, just one way to declaring multiple constant variable, and each constant variables are related to the specific things. Like here, they are related to the thread state that give the name some state, and all are become Java object.
Right.
Similarly, for your month name or year, where you know already these are the fixed kind of state, like direction, east, west, north, or photo. So it would be good instead of declare four variable about the east, west, north, south. Why not just declare enum, right? Enum direction, right? Direction have a four possible constant. Okay,
Yeah.
north, south, east, right? So this is a good option. You can use the in direction. So whenever say someone direction at north, west, south, okay, clear.
Yeah.
And similarly, you can print all the value and all the possible. This can look like Enum is a look like a complete Java class, but only the differences other than normal class to the enum class is that because these are the by default created object. You create one, look like, understand, not enum, just the direction is a one class. And in this class, you can create any number of object if this is the class in the Java, right? But here say
Right.
enum say this is the class, but at a time to writing, tell me the number of object possible state would be. And after that, you cannot create any other object. So due to that, say, hey, direction is my class, and now I'm going to create a four object. One is the north, one is the south, east, west, right?
Right.
And look like assume this is the complete Java object method. You can call each and everything whatever you want, right? So this is the just good way you can say. Generally, in application, many times we use it, right? East, west, north, south, right?
Right.
So sometime, please practice if about the enum as well as whenever you multiple constant you are going to declare. And really in application, when you are going to business logic, like just types of account, maybe saving account, debit account, e account, we have to create enum because this business this fixed kind of account setting, right? Fixed directions, fixed locations, and these are the those objects cannot be increased, right? Here direction in node further direction can be, right? Fifth, yeah, sixth, yeah,
Right.
seventh, right? So those are the fixed object. Then you can use the enum. This is a fixed object. By default, this is a thread safe, and in the multi-threading environment, you can freely use it. There is no problem, right?
Right.
Any confusion, any doubt with respect to the enum?
No, I can't.
Good. And with respect to the Java thread, Java lifecycle state, thread state, these are the possible state, right?
Right.
We discuss here in the diagram as well, right?
Yeah.
So just this is the internal, but as a developer, we should aware anything in the computer science is not a magic. All is
Yeah.
done by specific
So
set of
that,
syntax rule, right?
that's right.
Nothing is magic in the computer. All are going well defined instruction written by someone, right? Maybe
That's right.
you, me, our designer, anyone, right? But for the beginner, look like something automatic happen, right?
Right. Right.
It's just this is for assumption, but not a reality. In the computer system and mobile, anything happening behind that, some developer, some engineer written some line of code. Okay, and due to that, your mobile, your operating system, your system giving some response to you, doing some activity, right? Activity, right? So most probably notice in the computer system or anything why multi-threading is so popular, because here execution of code is asynchronous mode, means until you are not clicking something, application is still there, but they are not going to use until the particular event is not occur. Maybe you touch the mouse or touch either a particular app, then application open and doing something. Until you are not touching, they are not doing anything. This is the one kind of application. Some kind of application you are not even touching, but due to the some schedule time, due to the some internal event happen, right? Automatically happen. So someone say this is
Right.
automatic. As a Java designer, I am written ki every 10 o'clock this program run, right? I send one email, right? So
Right.
someone, this is automatic happen. No automatic happen because some developer is written a code ki every 10 o'clock on each day, this code run and send a one email notification. Good option. Let's tomorrow we're going to understand how we can do scheduling, right? How I can say this is the method. This method every 10 minutes must be called, right? Or every 15 minutes must be called. Even I'm not going to the call. Just I am just starting my application and each 10 minutes this line hello world when we print it, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This is also part of your multi-threading.
Hmm.
Scheduled thread job. You said this is you written a method one, they print the hello world, and like here we written the task one method. Okay. And whenever I run 2 times, but I can schedule this task. Hey, thread, every day, 10 o'clock, you can call this method, right? I'm not going
Right.
to just one time tell you, right? And infinite year of the times, this code is going to work by this thread, right? You say for 1 year, for 2 year, for 10 year.
Hmm.
So let's you schedule some job for a 10 year, and after maybe 5 year, 6 year, one new baby bonds and started learning. So they say ki this is automatically happening, right? But they don't know behind that 10 year back someone scheduled this job, right?
Right. Like the phone has push notification. Is it
Yes.
using a thread or?
Yeah. Yes, all the things happening your computer without your click, that means all the happening from the different
Oh, okay. Anything that I do not need intervention, like without my click or anything.
that is automatically happen by the thread. So generally for thread, two terminology used. One is the thread, one is the event, right? Some event occur, right?
Mm.
And event after that something, someone, something, some line of codes are executed.
We're
So
gonna look
what?
into event too
Hmm,
as well.
yes,
Okay.
yes. You can say threads are event. That both are the things. Event means something happen, right?
Yeah.
Here based on the some event, right? Here
Mm.
I written what task one method. Task one method can be executed from the different event. One event from main method, one event from schedule job, one event someone going to the manually click from UI, right?
Mm.
One event can be no, maybe every month last day of the 30 of the month just run this, right? It will run. So event is just condition, a situation where the particular set of code, a set of line of code going to execute, right? Here, task one may be just reading, printing 5 line. Here, task can be send an email, call a particular person, may fax them, or any kind of task can be, right?
Yeah.
Right? Here, just every 10, just like in our nowadays, notice monthly basis we are getting our credit card bill or our bank account statement automatically, right? How happen? All these are the scheduled jobs. Scheduled jobs must particular one threads work on a particular interval of time.
Yeah.
So huge scope are currently our application using this concept. Event or thread. This is known as a event-based programming or multi-threading programming, different terminology, right?
Right.
That's for today. Anything else you want to discuss for today?
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, that's great. Then take care.
Take care, Ajay bhai.
Thank you.